So I know there may be a little bit of trepidation coming into an adaptation of Shakespeare, and I have to be honest that when we started work on this exact production a year ago with a workshop for the play on adaptation, I was in that camp. I was very nervous. I found myself feeling very precious about the original text because it's beautiful and it stood the test of time. What I was scared of losing is the challenge of trying to take these giant ideas and communicate them in a way that the audience comes on board with me instantly. Now, in my experience, being in the audience watching a Shakespeare show, there inevitably are words or phrases that I get lost in because I have to go back in my mind to say, have I ever heard that word before? What does it mean? What were they trying to communicate in this phrase? To no fault of theirs, just as a fact of the text. What I found with the adaptation, the ideas are still just as large. The iambic pentameter is retained, the rhyming scheme is retained, and it requires the same musculature and facility from the artists to be able to communicate those ideas. And as soon as I still had that, it had its hooks in me and I was invested, right? And what I think you will find is that in a theater company, you can have both things. This isn't a replacement thing for me, it's an additive. So in a given season, you can have the original Shakespeare text and an adapted text. And I think what you'll find is the folks that come to the adapted text will become armchair Shakespeare scholars because they'll see something that they have instant buy-in to. They don't have those 30, 45-second delays of, do I know that word? Do I understand this phrase? They're instantly on board. And then I believe it will cultivate a curiosity. So folks will go home, look at the two different texts and say, interesting, why did they adapt this to that? Oh, I see that. And honestly, I feel like it invites a more intense investment in the work we do here and allows you as the audience member to enjoy the stories, these incredible stories that have stood the test of time even better.